Oh, wow. Why are you running? No running, we walk. Oh, I'm on camera. Walk. Ooh.
Honestly, I don't like the bees here, and even though she said it's still,
Say hi, Classroom 1-1. Say hello, East Orange Community Charter School. Hey, Mr. Louis. We're picking manzanas. Yep. Right? I said it right?
Miss Jones, I have a lot.
Oh, ooh. Look, Eric has a really big apple. Look at that. Wow. Nice. Hey, Fido. Look at this nice apple. No, Fido, don't do it. Not now. Not now. Hey, Miss Jones. Hey. Giant apple. Look at that. Look at her apple. Ooh, I want one. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. That's the one I was going to get.
I got it.
You dropped it. Pick it up. Derek took my apple. Look at the apples. Derek, why you take my apple, man?
Excuse me. Miss Jones, I got a really
You got so much. Oh my goodness.
I got a really small. I can't fit no more.
All right, I got a bag on the truck, okay? All right, Eric is good. Eric, okay, we're signing off. Say hey, Nyla.
Hey.
And you got a lot of apples?
Yeah.
How did you feel about picking your apples?
Good.
Is it really cool picking apples, Eric? Tell me about your experience picking your apples.
I was not scared of flies.
You was not scared of flies. Oh, pick up your apples, Nyla. Come together. Hey, wave. And we're walking. Come on. They got the apples. We at Mackey Farm. We got the apples. We at Mackey Farm. Oh, where you go? Okay. Look at what we see. Oh, the lovely greenery. Goodbye. It's a lot of flies. Hey.
There you go.
Hola, mami.
Hola.
Oh, somebody dropped the apple.
That's me.
I got you.
There you go. What's your name?
Wait, here we go. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
What did you pick?
Apple.
You didn't pick oranges?
No.
You didn't pick pineapples?
No.
You didn't pick chicken?
No.
What did you pick?
Apples.
All kinds of apples?
Yeah.
Are they delicious?
Yeah.
Are they juicy?
Yeah.
Good job, give yourself an applause. Yay! Woo. And here we go, walking through the refrigerator. All the lovely apples. I don't like me in. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Other report I'm going to teach you is peck. Everybody say peck. Peck. This is how peck is spelled, and this is the bag that is called a peck. Now, the way we're going to remember which one is which is I'm going to sing you a song. And every time I sing the word bushel, I'm going to point to the bushel, and when I sing the word peck, I'm going to point to the peck. Everybody listen carefully, because when I'm done singing it, I want you to sing it with me, okay? Here we go. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, a hug around the neck, and a bushel and a peck. That's how much I love you. That's the song. Do you think you could sing it?
Yeah.
sing bushel, point to our bushel, and when you sing peck, point to the peck, okay? Just point. You don't have to touch it. Okay, here we go. Ready? I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around your neck, a hug around your neck, and a bushel and a peck. That's how much I love you. Very good. You're good singers. Now, which was the bushel? 25 pies. And that oven is right here. Now,
Back up.
back up. Now, the way we have make 25 pies is we put pies on each one of these racks here. And then we push the whole rack in here all at one time. And this merry-go-round turns the rack around so that all the pies bake in the same amount of time. And that's how we make 25 at one time. Now, I'd like you to go out there and wait for me.
All right, let's open the door. And pay attention. Follow the person behind you, in front of you, ever. No, 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 no. No, you'll get some later. Later.
We're gonna get it something later.
She's an adult too. Smells delicious.
Apples move through here, they get washed. Then they move along here. And when we're sorting apples, we have 2 people standing over there, 2 people standing over here, and 3 people standing around that round thing there. And we pick up every single apple. And the first thing we look for is the color of the apple. Now, this is a wine sap apple, and it's supposed to be like a reddish color. Is this the right color? Yes. Now, if it were, say, this apple, would this be the right color?
No.
No. Now, this is not red because this apple was deep inside the tree, almost at the center where the trunk of the tree is, and it had leaves all around it. So the sun didn't hit this apple at all, and that's why it didn't turn color, because the sun is what turns the apple's color. Now, the second thing we do with each one of the apples that are in that box is we turn the apple over in our hand to make sure it's a perfect apple. And this one is not. This one has a boo-boo. You see that boo-boo on that apple? You see the boo-boo? See that boo-boo on the apple? I'm coming down to you. You're on the wrong side of the crack. Move back, please. See the boo-boo on there? See that boo-boo? I wouldn't want to take a bite of this, would you?
No.
But we can cut that boo-boo off and peel this apple, and wine sap apples make really delicious pies. So we're going to put that in this box right here. This apple here has a boo-boo too, but it can be made into a pie. This apple though, no, this one here is a perfect apple. So the perfect apples, the ones that don't have any boo-boos on them, we put in this box. And these are the apples we sell as apples, because they're perfect apples. The apples that have a boo-boo, we bake with if they're big enough. And the other apples we have are ones like this. When they come along here, they go right through this mesh here into this box. And these apples we're going to make into apple cider, because they're little. We wouldn't want, if you took 2 bites of this apple, it would be gone. So we're not going to sell it as an apple. And it's too little to peel, because if you take the peel off of it, there won't be much left to it. So these are the apples we make into apple cider. And we open up this cloth. Now this is called a cider cloth. Everybody say cider cloth.
Cider cloth.
When we bought this, it was white. Can anybody figure out how come it's brown now? Yes.
Because you guys put applesauce on it.
Exactly, and it's actually turning the color of apple cider, right? Okay, so we open up this cloth here, okay, and then using that hose, we pour the applesauce into this cloth until there's this much all around here. And then we close the corners like this, and we make applesauce packets. Okay? Then what we do is, once we have a packet of applesauce, then we take this out, and we lay it on top of that gently, and then we open up another cloth, and we put applesauce in that, and we close that cloth, and we do that again and again and again until we have a packet of applesauce, about 15 packets of applesauce, about this high. Then we move this underneath here, and this machine squeezes all those packets of applesauce really, 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 really hard and forces out the apple cider. How many of you have squeezed a wet sponge? What happens when you do?
It squeezes really hard.
And what happens? Yes?
It squirts somebody.
The water comes out, right?
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing here, only instead of sponges, we've got packets of applesauce, and instead of water squeezing out, we're squeezing out the apple cider. The apple cider then goes up into that tank there, and it stays in that tank under refrigeration or cold until we're ready to put it out in our store, and then we bottle it and take it out to our store. Now, once we're done pressing the cider, this machine works. Now, what we do is, we put an apple on this cup right here, and there's an apple on that cup over there, and this cup swings in here underneath this, and this punch goes down through here, and it takes out the seeds and the core of the apple, okay? Then there's knives that we connect to it, and that goes around the apple, and that takes out the peel of the apple. Then once that's done, the apple falls down here, and then the person that's down here picks the apple up. Now remember, it's got a hole in the middle of it here. They put it on this spindle here. The spindle, the apple comes down here, and there is a hammer right here that pushes the apple through all those knives, and that's what cuts it into pieces. Do you remember?
Look at the fishes.
What are they doing?
They're swimming.
Look at it.